Hello, everybody. It's Sam with the Bluegrass Council of the Blind. Welcome back to another AT group seminar. Today, we're going to be talking about the Maggie Vision, which is a brand new wearable for low vision. Before we get into that, though, if you would like to learn more about us and what we do, you can visit us on our website, www.bcbky.org, or you can give us a phone call, 859-259-1834. Send us an email, info@bcbky.org. Check out our YouTube, lots more content like this over there. Okay, so Maggie IVR is a new type of wearable. Now, wearable devices, just for everybody's information, any type of low vision aid that you can wear. I mean, it's essentially what it is. There are some like Orcam where you can wear them on some glasses and they just do audio. But then there are some like the Maggie that also provide visual enhancements. It's essentially like wearing a video magnifier on your face, hands-free. The Maggie offers a couple more extra features, which we'll talk about here in a second. These have been around for a long time, many, many years. They, up until the Maggie, though, they were all Android-based wearables. The Maggie is the very first iPhone device using an iPhone. It comes in a nice hard shell carrying case. It does not have a little handle. Sometimes they'll have a little handle, but this doesn't. But this is to keep it nice and protected. The device uses a VR style headset and an iPhone. In the case of the one I have here, this is an iPhone 15 Pro. They also offer this with the iPhone 16 Pro. So the iPhone itself is kind of the computer, the brains behind the device. It uses the camera on the iPhone, displays it on the screen of the iPhone, and then the headset puts it right there in front of your eyes. And it splits the image into stereoscopic, so two images, so that one for each eye, so that you can see it nice and pretty well. The benefit of the Maggie, which makes it different from all other wearables, other than using an iPhone, is that you can actually use this iPhone as an iPhone. Most of these wearable devices, the ones that are using Android phones, it's just a low vision aid. You can't use the phone as a phone. They've got it completely locked down. But the Maggie lets you do whatever you want to with the phone. So if you purchase this, then you also get a brand new iPhone 15 Pro or 16 Pro. The other benefit, which is kind of nice, is if you already own an iPhone 15 Pro or 16 Pro, then you can just get the headset here and saves about $1,000 on the price of the device. You can just use your own phone. But the benefit of having this unlocked is that, like I said, you can put whatever apps on here, your games, things like that. Put your phone number in here, wallpapers, pictures, videos, music, all of that. Whatever you want to use the phone for, you can do that. The headset itself is, like I said, a VR style, and I'll be happy to pass this around here in a minute so everybody can kind of get hands on. Another nice thing about this device is that the controls are on the headset. So there are 3 buttons on the right side of the headset, and these are how you control the device, zoom in, zoom out, change the colors, all of that. Some of these wearables you have to control through a little remote control, and I'm not a fan of that because I've got to go find my remote control if I want to use my device. So having them on the headset is always great. This is also very well built. This is one thing that I was very impressed with when I first got this, is the quality of the headset is really, really good. Sometimes these tend to be a little cheap, a little plasticky, a little flimsy, but this one is really good. When you do put it on, you have some dials on the top here that are going to be right up by your forehead. This is to adjust the distance of the lenses that are inside the headset, adjust the distance from your eyes. And you can adjust these independently. So this essentially, if someone has astigmatism or some bit of myopia, something like that, you can adjust these to get a nice sharp image, or as sharp as it can be for us. So whenever you go to put it on, it's kind of like swim goggles, really, like one of those diving masks. You put it on basically the same way. And then you're going to adjust your distance, lens distance adjustments here on the top, right above, right in front of your forehead. And then we are going to launch the app and you can start using it. So let me put it in. Something else really nice about this is this holds this phone in really, really well. Some of these other devices, like I said, they're a little cheaper. The phone kind of slides around. It might move around a little bit. It might be a little bit floppy in there. This guy is locked in. It's not coming out. It's not going to fall out. There's this little tab here that holds it in nice and securely. It's a really good fit. They did a really good job with that. Now, before I put it on and kind of get into using it, the other thing, you do get a couple extra things with the Maggie. They will also give you an external battery pack. And this is just to, if your battery's running low and you're not anywhere that you can charge it up, you're at a baseball game or something like that, you can have a little extra battery to plug in and you'll be able to use this while it's getting battery from the external battery. The nice thing about this one too is that I could, if I were at home or if I were at work, I could plug this up to the wall outlet and then potentially just wear this all day long without any problems. The battery life on these tend to be between 2 and 4 hours on a full battery. That's generally the range that these types of devices usually get. So you can imagine like baseball game or something like that, you might run out of battery. So having something like that would be good. The other thing that you can get, another accessory, it's an additional cost, is the media streaming box. So for Maggie, they call it the TV Connect. I have mine back here connected to this TV. We're going to hopefully try to see if it's going to work for us today. But this is just a little box. It looks about the size of a deck of cards. It's very small. And it plugs into your TV through HDMI. You can either plug it into any type of media device like a cable box or Roku or Apple TV, Fire Stick, any of those types of things. And then you plug the TV Connect into the television. And so the signal coming from your cable box through the TV Connect will show up on the television, but the TV Connect will actually send the signal into the headset. So while you're wearing the headset, it feels like you're in this virtual movie theater. You've got a giant screen in front of you, and you can look around the screen with the headset. The screen doesn't move inside the virtual world, and you just look around. And you can zoom in, you can bring it close, you can push it further away. So it's a way for us to sit on the couch with the family. The family's watching TV on the television, and we're watching the same thing in our headset. And it works really, really well. A lot of devices do this kind of thing, and it can be good. So we do have that, and like I said, we'll try that as well. So I'm going to put this on. Now, I will say that some people do feel a little motion sickness while using these types of things, these types of devices. Sometimes they can get a little warm on the inside, especially on hot days. We'd probably be okay today, though. But right now, I see the iPhone screen inside the headset. And so I'm going to use this opportunity to kind of set my distance here. and to where it looks like the letters are kind of in focus and everything looks good. I also have a pupillary distance adjustment, which right in the middle, there's a little wheel, and this moves the lenses left or right. And so this, depending on how wide set your eyes are, this can help with that. Okay. So once it's all ready, I'm going to press the button on the bottom of the headset here, and this launches the app. Maybe. There we go. I have to press and hold it. Okay, now I'm going to set the distance here. There's a little screen. Yes, absolutely. And if you have questions in between now and then, just go ahead and let me know.
Well, about the phone stability, when you put it in the device, will it accommodate a phone in the case, or do you have to take a phone out of the case?
You would need to take it out of the case. Yes, that is a good question. It definitely doesn't have any room for a case.
Right.
Yeah, that's actually a really good question. I hadn't even thought about before.
Do you happen to know if it has a monocular setting of the bad eye that distracts my reading eye?
I think you can turn off one side. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you can, if I remember correctly. Some of these do. Clear everything out here. I didn't get a chance to turn this on prior to.
Sam, I have a question.
Sure.
Would I wear those with my glasses?
Potentially, potentially. Some of these headsets do have enough room for a pair of glasses underneath. So yeah, you possibly could. Okay, there we go now.
But the device is really made, in the science of it, maybe not to wear the glasses, even though, I mean, if you have partial vision, or you just have to try.
You just have to try. Yeah, it's kind of a might work, might not, but because you can adjust these lenses in here, depending on your prescription level, it might fix it. Because I have a bit of astigmatism, and I do have a prescription. I do have prescription glasses, but I'm able to adjust these in a way that it kind of corrects that. So yeah, you might be lucky. Okay, so I turned it on, and so now I can see you guys all sitting here. The image is nice and bright, and I can adjust the brightness if I want to. So there's three buttons on the side once again. The top button zooms in. I'm zooming in on Avery's face. The middle button zooms out. And I can either click them, and you guys could probably hear it clicking, or I can press and hold, and it will do like a slow zoom. I'm zooming in, extreme close up on Avery.
Oh, oh, the horror.
No, not at all. And then I can slowly zoom out if I want to, just by holding the button down. Then the bottom button will switch through our different modes. I should also say that at the top here, it tells me the level. That's 1.5 magnification, 2.6, or no, that was 2.5. It goes by half a level, I guess. 3, 3.5, 4, all the way up to I think 20 something. Let's see what the maximum magnification: 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're going to zoom in on Sarah. 18, 19, there's 20 magnification. And right now, Sarah's face is filling out the entire screen.
Is it a clear picture of her?
It seems to be to me, but I can't 100% trust my eyes. It seems to be a pretty clear. That's kind of the draw of this too, is that, the iPhone 15 Pro in this case, or 16 Pro, has a really good camera and a really good screen, so it should be relatively clear if you get your adjustments up here nicely. Okay, So the bottom one will cycle through all of our different modes. So right now we're just in normal magnification. If I click it again, we can change our different color filters. And there's a little icon at the top that just shows in this case, it was a color wheel, picture of a color wheel. So that tells me it's the color filters. And now if I click that and the color wheel's up, now if I do pressing the up and down buttons, we're cycling through the colors. So there's inverted, there's the yellow on black, black on yellow, greens, reds.
Why would you need the different color filters?
So this is usually for reading. Reading, and this is a television mode right here. Let me get back to normal. So for reading, for a lot of us, myself included, I think Gary's the same with macular degeneration. We generally prefer an inverted, where it's like white text on a black
I use
background.
that too, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what you
Oh,
would.
I see.
That's what the color filters are ideal for. Okay, I'm back to full color here. Now, if I click that bottom again, so there's the color wheel. This one is focus, I believe. There's a contrast, so we can increase, decrease contrast. This is exposure. So if you're like right now, the image is a little bright. So let me see if I can lower the brightness a little bit. Yeah. So you can adjust that kind of stuff. Here is the television mode. So if I wanted to connect to our TV Connect, that's what that icon was. Let's see. Yeah, television. Oh no, that was Wi-Fi. So there's the television. Let's see what this fits. Off and on. So I think that was the that just changes a little bit of the aspect ratio. So it has the modes that it has are magnification, changing your colors, brightness, contrast, and then you can connect to the TV Connect. So it does not do OCR currently. I think they are planning on adding that in, which is text to speech, where you take a picture and it will read it out loud to you. It doesn't have that currently. And then they recently, I believe, added in voice commands. So you can, instead of pushing the buttons, you can tell it to go to a certain mode or tell it to zoom in, zoom out, that sort of thing.
So are you saying that it does have audio output?
Yes, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So and you can kind of hear the clicking when you've got it on Avery, you should be able to hear the clicking a lot better.
Oh, I hear that. I just didn't know if it was like speak the options for that.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't do that. And that's this guy is only about a year old, so it's still brand new. So they're going to be adding new stuff to it. Maybe less than 2 years old. So I wouldn't be surprised if they added that into it, because some of the icons are not the most clear exactly what they represent. But yeah, so that's it for the devices. Anybody want to try it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you went to you mentioned baseball, but if you went to a baseball game, soccer game, you were far up in the stadium.
Yeah.
Hopefully you could use this device to look at the field like anyone else.
Yeah. In fact, I took a device similar to this. I have a different kind called the Patriot Viewpoint. It's almost identical as for what they do. I had tickets to UK football last year, and I took it a couple games and could zoom in. I couldn't zoom in enough to see as well as the TV camera could zoom in, but it was well enough to see what was happening on the field for me to tell what was happening and and follow the plays and all that kind of stuff.
But the television, I think, is the way you've explained it sounds terrific.
Yeah.
Because I'm here watching television and I can sit back with Debbie now.
Yeah.
But movie theaters would work the same way.
It wouldn't stream into it, but I do know people that take these types of devices to movie theaters and they just zoom in on the big screen.
Yeah.
Um, the problem, I don't like these for watching. That's, watching television or watching movies through the headset, that traditional, we'll call that the traditional way. Not talking about this media streaming right into the headset, but zooming in, using the camera to zoom in on a screen. I don't like to use these for that personally, because my eyes are so bad that I have to zoom in so much that I'm only looking at a small section of the screen. So for example, if Sarah was on TV over there, for me to see Sarah well enough, I have to zoom in enough to where her face is filling up the screen. I wouldn't be able to see anything around her. I'd have to kind of move my head around to see the rest of the TV screen, if that makes sense.
Yeah, just one other question about that. If you are streaming over Roku, you're streaming Netflix, as you said.
Yeah.
And you have the device that streams into your headset. She still sees the same. She still sees the Netflix streaming on the larger television screen.
Correct. Yeah. So these just kind of act as another monitor. So it's playing the same thing. The sound is actually coming out of the television. The sound does not come out of the headset. So you're just watching the same video feed that she's watching on the television.
Right.
Yeah, and then there's a very minuscule latency or lag. These are not bad at all. When I was testing, I had like one eye out of the goggles, one eye in the goggles, and I was flipping through the menus, and I could notice a slight difference in menu would go up and it would just ever so, it would happen here ever so sooner than in the headset. But watching a television show, watching a movie, you don't notice it at all. It's not enough to notice anything. Yeah. All right. You want to try?
How much is without the phone? Does it have?
I think it's around $3,000 with the phone. So without, it would be like 2,000-ish. Yeah.
Ooh, what you said, 16 Pro, so not the 16 Pro Max.
Correct.
Shoot.
I know. I've told them they need to come out with a max size because all of us have. I have a Pro Max phone myself.
But the vision people do like big screens.
Yeah. Avery, do you want to go first?
Sure.
Ladies first. There you go. I have a big head, so we might need to adjust the head straps.
It's a fairly big head for a woman. Yeah, we'll see. Yep. But you may need some orientation and that's what it means.
I'm gonna stand on your left side. Oh, probably right in front of the camera. Sorry, Judy. I'll stand on your right side.
Which is the top side?
Nice butt, Sam.
What's that?
Nice butt.
Thank you. And so just like a pair of ski goggles, and maybe fits over your ponytail.
And you left your glasses on, Avery?
I sure do. I have to because it helps my nystagmus not be so pronounced. Okay. Now.
Yeah, so you've got 3 dials up there. Yeah. Two dials facing forwards, adjust the lenses forwards and backwards, and then the sideways dial goes left and right. And the sideways dial, it spreads them left and right, and if they're too far apart, then you kind of get a double image. So you want to bring them together until the image kind of straightens out. It's kind of like binoculars.
Yeah.
So Sam, you use it mostly for travel, like in an airport. Where would you use it the most?
No, I don't use these in the airport. That was the Meta Ray-Bans I use in the airport. These are for anything I want to see a distance. I don't use them for close-up, like reading and that kind of thing too often, unless it's like fine detail. Once again, I have a different pair of these, but it's the same concept. And I use mine I built my computer with my goggles. I was able to zoom in and see all the tiny little things. But I use mine a lot for concerts, plays, performances, and even just sitting around a table, being able to zoom in to the person across from me and see their face and that sort of thing.
So, can you put my fingers on the button?
Yeah, it's, let me find up here. So they're more towards the front. And you'll feel those bumps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so there's 3 of them there. The top one will zoom in and the middle one will zoom out.
That your title things.
Feel them? Right
Not really. Okay.
to the front, yeah. And that's one button. There you
Okay,
go.
yeah.
Yeah, and right below that is the zoom out. Or, yeah, zoom out.
That is why.
Sam, do you, I know you can't do product endorsement and all of that, but you don't have this, you have another company, I guess. But you think this is the best thing on the market right now, or can you say, yeah, no, maybe you can't say.
No, I don't have any.
You're on tape here.
I don't have any, no, and all my reviews are 100% honest. I actually prefer, I have the Patriot Viewpoint, which is another wearable. I actually prefer it better than this. I don't know what it is about this one, but I see the Patriot better. Patriot works better for me. Now, I have a friend who also has Stargard's, which is what I have, and our vision is actually very, very similar as far as acuity and that sort of thing. And he tried the Patriot, and then he tried these, and he was like, "Oh, these are way better than the Patriot. You know, it's so clear." So it's really kind of comes down to a personal thing.
Does the Patriot use an iPhone or not?
Patriot uses an Android,
Android, okay.
and you cannot use it as a phone. It's just a low vision
Okay,
device.
yes.
Gary, is your 16 a Pro Max or
It's a Max.
it's a Max?
Yeah, mine is.
And I only have the 15 Pro. Is the Max just, is it a larger screen?
It
Yeah,
has
just
that,
bigger.
yeah.
And they didn't make that in 15, did they?
Yes,
They did not?
I have 15 Pro.
Okay.
See.
Oh, is that right? Yes. Yeah.
Boy, that's it ever, man.
You find your buttons and everything.
Well, I haven't even found buttons yet, but just, I mean, it's clear to me, where she had it, and she had it magnified.
Yeah.
You know, and looking across, all I've got is his head.
So
My phone is
up on the right,
I want to
feel it to the
compare
right,
my
and it's
phone to this.
towards the front here.
Okay,
You
it's
feel
in the
the
back
bumps.
here.
And they're pretty big bumps.
But you said it does not work with the Max yet. It
It
might.
doesn't fit the max size.
Hi, sweetheart. First time you've seen me in years. You'll see the wrinkles you haven't seen in a long time. Have I changed that
Yeah,
dramatically?
thank you.
What is yours, Bill?
It's a 15 Pro.
So yours should do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it will, yeah.
How much is the extra piece for the TV streaming?
It's a couple $100.
Oh,
I
that-
don't know exactly.
That's some, okay.
Yeah.
Is this specifically for the vision people or is this marketed at general consumers?
No, just for low vision. Yeah, this is strictly,
Honestly, surprised higher.
yeah.
Hi, sweetheart.
I gotta find you, that'll get you into the screen.
Yeah, that's the tricky part.
I've always told people the only advantage to living with someone who's low vision is I stopped aging in 2007. That's just blown that.
I lost my vision at the age of 23. Yeah, so I, like you
Everything's
say,
kind of
I
lost there.
always look
They really do
23 in my.
magnify.
Yeah.
She's got them magnified a lot, but to me, it was still very clear.
Okay, I zoomed all the way up. Okay. We can adjust the straps if we need to.
Yeah, I think that, to fit over my glasses. No, I got it now. Yeah.
Okay. So, on top, are these dials right in the middle of the forehead area?
Yeah.
You feel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Now, reach back a little further.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Right here. No? Where's the,
Here, let me have your finger.
Yeah.
So here's one,
oh, I got you. And
Yeah.
over here's the other one.
and then there's one in the middle of those. two as
Actually,
well.
they're pretty,
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
let's
then,
see, let me, let's see, a little bit better. There's not much movement there.
yeah.
Okay.
And then on the side towards the front, you got it.
Yeah.
If you got it.
There's your magnification up and down.
Wow. That's,
You can count the hairs on the head.
that's kind of amazing.
Don't look at Gary, you'll fall in love.
Well,
And that's the contrast. Now the zoom, I got the contrast, so the zoom is back a little further.
No, if you just,
spread it out.
Oh,
Yeah. Two buttons, so.
oh, I see, okay. Oh, wow.
so just the top button and the middle button will zoom in and out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not gonna be walking around.
Now,
No,
I was wondering, is there like a semi-transparency mode where you could see a little bit in the background?
no, not for these. That's what probably the Apple Vision Pro is the closest thing you're gonna find to that. And that guy's like $5,000.
Oh,
Yeah.
When did this unit come out? Is it just been released?
Yeah, it's only like less than 2 years old. Yeah, it's pretty brand new.
well,
The Patriot's been out for probably about a decade now. They keep updating with the latest phones and all that, but it's been out for a while.
well, that's as clear as I've seen anybody's face in a while.
it's-
Yeah, this VR style headset works the best for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Is it heavy, Bill?
No, no, it's
Not
really not that
as
sort of.
I mean, it's like,
May I try it without my glasses?
Sure. Yeah.
Near the end, I'd like to try the second time with
Yeah.
piece of paper.
Yeah, we can do that. I should have something for you guys to try and read.
Oh, yeah, well, they fit better without the glasses.
yeah, I would think they would do that.
Wow, there's a. Smile every year, not here.
I'm not. Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. Yeah, without glasses, that's pretty incredible. Deb, do you want to try?
Judy, do you have any questions?
No, I don't guess I'll have to come in and try it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
You might have to hold it because it's.
Yeah, that's fine.
With the buttons.
So you could really, it's still close to the brain, but it's on the front part of the unit, the phones.
Yeah.
I'm really keeping up with all those frequencies.
You're asking about the phone.
Yeah.
So if you feel on the front here, reach to the very front of the phone or front of the device.
Yeah.
There's this tab that's right over by your pinky.
Okay.
That's where the phone kind of slides in, and that tab thing sticking out holds the phone in.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, and this like magnifies the screen of the iPhone.
Yep. Yeah.
Alright.
There's little lenses on the inside too that magnify.
Much better than my
I've got paper on the table here. A couple of things you can try to read if you want to.
Mhm. I need to reset it. Come on, also.
Yeah.
And when I was hitting the menu button, it would flash the icon. How do I select that node?
So as the icon flashes, if you then tap the top one or the middle one, it will change to adjusting whatever that icon represents.
Okay.
And then if you don't touch anything for a few seconds, it goes back to adjusting magnification.
Gotcha.
So one thing I'll mention about this, it's nice that they give you the option to use it as a phone, but one downside I discovered is while you're wearing it, you might get a notification or a phone call, and all of a sudden the screen goes weird because the phone is displaying something while you're trying to read something. Yeah, but it's not that big a deal.
I guess but I guess you can turn those off on your phone that's pretty easy to do when you're watching
Yeah,
something.
you could even put the phone on airplane mode or something while you're doing that. Yeah.
Okay, I'm noticing something a little bit aggravating. When I want to try a different color mode, I think I'm having to like re-hit the mode button every time to try different color options.
Yes, yeah, because if you don't touch it for a few seconds, it goes back to magnification. So you do have to hit that color button again.
Sorry, you said that, and that's like was
No, but-
focused.
No, but that's a very good observation. These are the little, whenever I review a product, these are little things I notice as well.
Yeah.
Do you order this direct from the company,
You
from
can,
Maggie, or does Amazon or somebody else have it?
I don't know if they have it on Amazon, but
Okay.
it's either directly from the company or through a distributor that sells them.
And who's the manufacturer?
It's just, the company is called Maggie Vision, and the device is called Maggie IVR. Yeah, so I is an iPhone and VR virtual reality.
California, where does it come out of?
She might be in California. The lady who created it, her name's Elizabeth Evans. She's an eye doctor. Been pretty active in the space for a long time.
Do you happen to know where I might find the setting to try just one eye? Or would that be too in-depth?
I think that, yeah, I think you have to get into the settings for that, and I don't recall exactly
Gotcha.
how to get into the settings.
Specific color on this.
So again, the 15 Pro, 16, they have to be max. It has to be 15 Pro Max.
No,
No.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
It needs to be the small one.
Okay,
So
okay,
your
yeah,
Pro
that's
would
what I
fit
have.
in.
Yeah, right, okay.
And the cost with phone was 3 what?
I want to say it's around 3,000.
Okay.
It's on the website. I don't recall. But I know
I'll
that,
do some research on it.
yeah, without the phone, it's about $1,000 cheaper.
Yes.
Something like that.
And of course, you get into the impossible to escape situation of the higher you magnify, the stiller you have to be.
Yes.
That's
Do they give you, like, if you purchase one, like a 30-day trial period to send it back if you find that you don't really?
I would imagine they probably did, yeah.
Okay.
I know some of the distributors have their own policies like that. I've got a friend who is a distributor. He doesn't sell this particular device, but his is a 30-day money
Okay.
back guarantee. So yeah, I would imagine they have something. You might have to do like a restocking fee or something like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Are they readily available? Are they manufacturing them quickly?
Yeah, as far as I know. I've seen her at both AT conferences this year. I think she was just at ACB last week. She wasn't at NFB. So they're actively, distributing it and stuff. I have this one on loan. I have to send it back to her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
when they come out with the max model, I think of main best.
I know. I told her because I told her she needs to have a max.
Well, it's fast.
Do you find the Max extremely helpful in just the wider?
Really like it.
Really?
When I do it, I'm finding it from back in March. Yeah, I took one look at Maxine and like, it's worth the extra $100 or so. Yeah, it was that big of a difference from my opinion.
Mhm.
Like I have this font, the system font that's large, and so it lets me see so much more text.
Good, definitely. If you magnify it very much, it's going to be, you're going to have to be really
Still?
steady.
Yeah.
But that's with anything you use.
Yeah. Sam, another real quick product question. Do you have a recommendation of just a brand or for a monocular and what you would suggest along those lines?
Monocular, I don't.
Okay, that's fine. I just bought a real inexpensive one and it's a little bit difficult. I was thinking maybe a better one would, but I need to work with the one I have right now.
I have a question about monocular use. The last time I did the VI, evaluation, my vision was great versus than it is now. When you're using your binocular, are you closing the eye and not using, or do you keep it open?
I have not used it enough to really tell you about that. But I keep it open when I'm using. I've been trying to do both, but I don't have any sight in my right eye, so I just hold it up. It doesn't affect. I don't have to close this eye,
I gotcha.
so it doesn't really bother me that.
Do you guys know, if most people who use binoculars close the eye or keep it open?
As a general rule, I think I closed it. I was using one
Yeah.
because, your brain's trying to do things going all the time.
Yeah.
Same thing it does.
Maybe I should try that a little bit more. And Sam, we just ran into some birders this last weekend, and the Wild Birds Unlimited on July the 26th is having a demonstration of binoculars and monoculars with somebody at the store. Would you prefer, or is there a preference over a binocular rather than a monocular, or is that for the birding community and or anyone that's watching sports and not for what we would need it for?
The only benefit to binoculars, like for me, I have, my left eye is my dominant eye, my right eye is my submissive. I like to say it's the submissive eye. One's dominant, the other has to be submissive, right?
Yeah.
But it's still, but it does still pull some weight. So having two like binoculars, I'm able to see something a lot better than I can with just one, personally. But if someone like you guys only have one functioning eye, the other is just not doing anything, then it doesn't make any sense. The monocular can be, well,
I think you just have to kind of try it and,
yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've a really weird type of nystagmus, and so the right eye is constantly combating with the left eye is trying to see.
mhm.
If you have no vision in one eye, I would say a monocular is a easier device to carry.
Mhm.
It's less bulky.
Yeah. Do you have one?
I have a small one. I don't have it with me today.
Yeah.
I could carry it to fall back,
Yeah.
but, it is, and it was like a 3 to 9.
Did it have the one I have, is like, somebody explained it to me, like a rifle scope. It has the feet, it has the distance on the lens, which is,
Mine didn't, mine was a very simple one.
well, this is simple too. It only costs $15 but it obstructs some of my view because of the crosshairs and the 5, 10, 20 that's always on the screen. And we can't get that off. We think that's built into the
That's
lens.
probably in the lens.
Yeah, that's probably in it.
Because a lot of things like that are developed for sportsmen.
Yeah.
They want to know how far up they're.
Right. Oh, I see. Oh, I got you. Okay.
But if you are a hunter,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
You take a sight on that tree, you want to know how far that tree is. So
Yeah.
if the deer walks between you and that tree, it's one thing, but if it's up that one, then it's that much more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I see that.
Weird stuff.
We just have to, look for one without the, what do you call that? Distance,
Without distancing, without cross,
Yeah.
distance.
crosshairs, distance, whatever.
And usually it's basically set up like a rifle scope.
Okay.
Because if you've got a zoom rifle scope, it will.
Sam, I'm gonna jump off.
Okay.
You
Thanks, Judy.
pick
All
a-
right,
Have a good one.
you
you too.